In the chaos of daily life, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by stress and uncertainty. Yet there's a timeless path to inner calm, a way to stand firm and unshaken, no matter what life throws at you. This is the heart of Stoicism, a philosophy that teaches us to master our emotions and reclaim our peace. Today, we'll explore 10 powerful Stoic principles designed not as distant ideals, but as practical tools you can use every day to build resilience and strength. Whether you're facing relationship struggles, overwhelming responsibilities, or a search for deeper meaning, Stoicism offers profound guidance to help you rise above it all. Stay with me as we uncover how to hold steady through life's storms, stay true to your purpose, and master emotional control. By the end, you'll be equipped with timeless wisdom to cultivate calm, confidence, and a happiness untouched by external chaos. Let's begin this transformative journey together. Principle 1. Firm purposes. Imagine setting sail on a vast ocean without a clear destination. You drift aimlessly, at the mercy of every wave and gust of wind. That's what life feels like without a firm purpose, directionless and vulnerable. Epictetus taught that difficulties reveal our character, and the greater the challenge, the greater the glory in overcoming it. Purpose is your compass, crafted through deep reflection on what truly matters, not just career goals, but the principles you choose to live by. What do you stand for? Who do you aspire to become? Answering these questions shapes a purpose that anchors you through chaos and transforms obstacles into stepping stones. With clear goals and values, life's mountains shrink into manageable steps. Finding your purpose isn't accidental. It demands honest introspection and a willingness to shed what no longer serves you. Once found, you must protect it with daily diligence and resilience. A firm purpose isn't a final destination. It's a guiding light, a lifebuoy against life's storms. Through Stoicism, we learn that true power lies in unwavering commitment to our inner mission. Reflect deeply, define your purpose, and let it steer you toward a life of resilience and meaning. Principle 2. Guarding your mind. When someone offends us, the instinct to react with anger or hurt is natural. But Stoicism offers a transformative insight. Our emotions stem from our interpretations, not the events themselves. This means we have the power to choose our response. Offense becomes an invitation to strengthen patience and self-control. Each time you resist the impulse to react, you're training your mind, building inner discipline. Mind control is more than a skill. It's a daily discipline. Start small. Achieve a simple goal. Stay present. Observe your thoughts. These small wins build confidence and mental strength. Think of the disciplined baker who refines their craft each day, unfazed by criticism or praise. Their peace comes from focusing inward, not on others' opinions. You too can guard your mind by setting boundaries. Don't let negativity, toxic people, or harmful media pollute your mental space. Instead, surround yourself with uplifting ideas, deep conversations, and people who inspire growth. Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions, but mastering them. Practices like mindfulness and meditation help you pause before reacting, giving you control and clarity. Adopting a growth mindset also changes how you face setbacks, seeing obstacles not as threats but as chances to grow. Guarding your mind is a lifelong journey of choosing focus, responsibility, and resilience. As you practice, you'll find that your peace no longer depends on what happens around you, but on the strength you've built within. Principle 3. Handling criticism. Epictetus taught that while we can't control others' opinions or actions, we can control our responses. This means that, even when criticized harshly, we have the power to decide how much it affects us. In life, we will always encounter differing views, and sometimes harsh words. What matters is how we process these situations. Understanding our motivations and actions helps us deflect criticism. When we are grounded in our values, negative words hold less weight. Instead of reacting impulsively, pause and reflect. Ask if there's any truth to the criticism. Even harsh feedback can contain lessons, but this doesn't mean we must accept all of it. Patience and gentleness help us maintain composure and nurture relationships, even in the face of criticism. Think of those who, like saints and ascetics, handled insults with kindness, never losing their sense of purpose. Developing a thick skin means building resilience, not ignoring feedback, but recognizing that much of it stems from others' insecurities or misunderstandings. This helps depersonalize the criticism and preserve our self-worth. Ultimately, we have the freedom to choose our response. By selectively taking what's helpful and discarding the rest, we protect our growth from negativity. Engaging in constructive dialogue, especially with close ones, fosters mutual understanding and respect. Handling criticism with grace not only strengthens us, but also inspires others to do the same, embodying Stoic resilience and emotional intelligence. Principle 4. Transforming offense. Epictetus taught that it isn't events themselves but our judgments about them that cause us harm. When someone offends you, the real injury lies in your perception and reaction, and therein lies your power. By acknowledging hurt or anger without letting it dictate your actions, you create a space between stimulus and response where you can choose a course aligned with your deepest values. One way to do this is cognitive reframing. When criticized, look for the lesson rather than stewing in resentment. If a friend challenges your choices, ask whether there's truth in their words or an opportunity to reaffirm your principles. Empathy deepens this practice. Consider what struggles drive another's behavior and respond with compassion instead of retaliation. Forgiveness then frees you from carrying poison in your heart, restoring clarity and peace. In Stoicism, every offense is a chance to build resilience. Like strengthening a muscle through resistance and with patient, self-aware practice, transforming offense becomes second nature. Principle 5. Overcoming fear and shame. Epictetus highlighted a key truth. We assign meaning to events, and in doing so, create fear and shame within ourselves. These emotions aren't inherent in the situations, but are shaped by our interpretations. Understanding this allows us to change how we respond to fear and shame. Fear often stems from the unknown or anticipated failure. While it serves to protect us, it can become overwhelming if ignored. Stoicism encourages confronting fear rather than avoiding it. Break it down. Ask what exactly you're afraid of. You may realize that, Like the fear of public speaking, your concerns are often exaggerated. The audience isn't there to judge, they're there to learn. Mistakes are part of the process, and with practice, fear becomes manageable. Shame, on the other hand, often comes from past mistakes or societal expectations. Stoicism teaches us to meet shame with self-compassion, accepting our flaws and learning from them rather than being consumed by them. When you feel ashamed, reflect on the experience and ask, what can I learn from this? By turning shame into a lesson, you can begin to grow. Self-forgiveness is a vital part of overcoming shame. It doesn't mean excusing past mistakes, but acknowledging them, learning, and then letting them go. To overcome fear and shame, start small. Gradually face situations that trigger these emotions, using them as opportunities for growth. Over time, resilience builds, and the power these emotions once held over you diminishes. Stoicism also values community. Sharing your fears and shame with trusted friends or mentors can provide new perspectives and support, helping you heal and grow stronger. Principle 6. Anticipating obstacles. Epictetus advised that by imagining potential challenges ahead, we can prepare ourselves to face them with calmness and clarity. This isn't about expecting the worst, but about being ready for whatever comes. By anticipating obstacles, you're not caught off guard and can respond thoughtfully, having already considered solutions. A useful technique for this is premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils. This involves visualizing possible challenges and how you'd handle them. For example, before a big meeting, consider what could go wrong, technical issues, tough questions, or nervousness, and plan your responses. This practice helps build mental resilience, allowing you to maintain composure when difficulties arise. Anticipating obstacles also means being flexible. Life rarely follows a perfect path, and rigid expectations can lead to stress. By accepting that things may not go as planned, you can adjust and remain adaptable. It's also crucial to maintain a balanced perspective. While it's important to consider potential difficulties, don't forget to acknowledge your strengths and resources, which can help you overcome challenges. This approach prepares you without causing undue anxiety. Anticipating obstacles fosters patience and perseverance. Understanding that challenges are inevitable helps you value persistence over quick results. It also builds resilience in the face of setbacks. A core principle of Stoicism, regular reflection is key. Review past experiences, recognize patterns, and identify strategies that worked. By learning from the past, you can refine your approach to future obstacles. Incorporating mindfulness practices strengthens your ability to stay present, recognize challenges early, and respond calmly. Principle 7. Inner strength and response. Epictetus famously said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." And this simple truth reveals where real power lies, in mastering our inner world rather than trying to bend external events. True strength grows from self-awareness, watching your emotions without being swept away by them, and from deliberately choosing responses that reflect your values. Stoicism teaches us to focus only on what we can control, our attitudes and actions, and to release what we cannot, conserving energy and preserving peace. Forgiveness frees us from the burden of resentment, while embracing setbacks as opportunities builds resilience. We also draw strength from community, and if we follow one, our faith. Supportive relationships and shared wisdom fortify our resolve. Practicing gratitude shifts our perspective from scarcity to abundance, and acknowledging our vulnerabilities with compassion turns them into sources of courage. In this way, inner strength becomes not just an ideal, but a lived, steady force guiding us through life's storms. Principle 8. Restraining actions. This isn't about suppressing or ignoring your emotions, but about acknowledging them without letting them control your actions. It's about creating space between stimulus and response, a moment to reflect and choose the best course of action. This practice of pausing to reflect can transform how we engage with the world. For example, when someone cuts you off in traffic, the initial impulse may be anger. Instead of reacting, Stoicism encourages you to pause and consider. Will honking or yelling improve anything? Likely not. By staying calm, you maintain control over your emotions, leading to a more peaceful experience. Stoicism also teaches delaying gratification, cultivating patience and resilience by working toward long-term goals. In moments of conflict, it encourages restraint, thinking before speaking to ensure your words reflect your values and build stronger relationships. Self-restraint requires awareness and discipline, recognizing your impulses and choosing to control them. This can mean setting boundaries, practicing mindfulness, or developing habits to support your goals. Stoicism advocates acting according to reason rather than impulse, making decisions after thoughtful consideration. Whether at work or in life, taking the time to reflect on choices leads to better outcomes and greater control. Restraining actions doesn't mean avoiding action, but making deliberate, intentional choices, fully aware of their consequences. Regular reflection can improve self-restraint, helping you assess your behavior and find opportunities to act with more control. Mindfulness practices like meditation or deep breathing can enhance your self-awareness, helping you choose thoughtful responses and build greater self-discipline. Principle 9. The power of acceptance. Acceptance is the first step toward effective action. When we resist reality, we waste energy and create unnecessary suffering. For example, losing a job can bring feelings of upset and worry, but accepting the situation allows you to focus on next steps, updating your resume, networking, or seeking new opportunities. This proactive mindset helps you manage the challenge and reduces the emotional toll. Practicing mindfulness and meditation can cultivate acceptance by helping you stay present. Observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment, and accept each moment as it is. This creates inner peace and resilience. Stoicism teaches that acceptance is not surrender, but strength in adversity. Every challenge holds an opportunity for growth. Shifting your perspective to ask, "What can I learn from this?" transforms obstacles into stepping stones. Acceptance also means letting go of perfectionism. Striving for perfection often leads to stress, but accepting that flaws are part of life allows us to appreciate progress without lowering our standards. Embracing imperfection with compassion helps us live authentically. Gratitude is a powerful tool in cultivating acceptance. By focusing on what we have rather than what we lack, we shift our mindset from scarcity to abundance, reinforcing a positive outlook. Acceptance extends to relationships as well. Accepting others for who they are, strengths, weaknesses, and all, creates more fulfilling connections. This doesn't mean tolerating harmful behavior, but recognizing that everyone has their own journey and challenges, fostering empathy and compassion for authentic growth. Principle 10. Living according to nature. Stoic philosophers taught that living according to nature means acting in harmony with our rational and social selves, being true to who we are and our place in the world. It starts with deep self-awareness, understanding your values, strengths, and purpose so your choices spring from authenticity rather than external pressures. Embrace life's natural rhythms: growth, stability, decline, renewal, and move through transitions with grace. Cultivate the cardinal virtues: wisdom to see clearly, courage to face adversity, justice to treat others fairly, and temperance to maintain balance, and recognize that we thrive not alone but in community. Through empathy, cooperation, and compassion. Simplify your life by focusing on what truly matters: core values and essential needs, making room for genuine joy. Practice acceptance and gratitude to release the need for control and foster contentment in each moment. Honor your connection to the earth with mindful, sustainable choices that respect our shared home. Finally, use mindfulness, whether through meditation, deep breathing, or simply observing your thoughts, to stay present, aligned with your inner nature, and empowered to act with intention. True power, Stoicism reminds us, lies not in commanding the world around us, but in mastering our own mind and actions, guiding us to lasting peace, resilience, and fulfillment.